Now this is how you get the party started. The NFL picked the perfect matchup to start the season. It's the exact game I've been screaming about since the Monday after Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Bills and the Rams in LA, and it's all sorts of awesome. That was my Super Bowl pick last year. It would have hit if it wasn't for those ill-fated 13 seconds for Buffalo in Kansas City. It's my Super Bowl pick this season. I'm telling you, we're going to see the Rams and the Bills on opening night and then again in February. They are currently the two best teams in the NFL on paper. And this game is filled with dreamy matchups and storylines. The scene in LA is going to be lit. Raise the championship banner. Oh, that is going to be awesome. The celebs, the Hollywood buzz. A golden opportunity for Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp and Sean McVay's team to run it back this year. It's going to be awesome. And before anyone tells me, oh, Adam, come on. Schedule is tough this year for LA. Garbage. Nonsense. All of these teams have to play the juggernauts Rams. This team is loaded once again. And I think the Rams, look at the schedule, I think they're going to win the very tough NFC West. And I think they're going to win 12 games this year with a great opportunity to repeat as the champs. And that matchup on September 8th with Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, going up against Josh Allen. Wow, are you kidding me? That's what you live for. Aaron Donald is the best defensive player ever. And he's going to be going up against Josh Allen, who is a megastar, a true superstar, who I think is going to win either MVP or Offensive Player of the Year this year. And the weapons around him better than ever. With, of course, Diggs, the improved run game, O.J. Howard, O.J. did it, Gabe Davis. Oh, baby! I want to jump through a table right now. Josh Allen makes everyone better. And yes, at the end of the day, the Bills' schedule is tough. I mean, it is. Just take a look at it. But the Bills are loaded. The Bills are ready to handle success and prosperity. The Buffalo Bills are a 13-win team. I see Buffalo handling the teams they're supposed to beat, unlike last year. I see the AFC running through Buffalo. And I see the Rams and the Bills meeting again on Super Bowl Sunday. How sweet is that? Just a gutless, pathetic, grotesque no-show by Doc Rivers and James Harden. And perhaps I should add one more word. Predictable. This is what James Harden does in big spots. Shame on me for believing he was going to be motivated after getting traded from Brooklyn to Philly. Shame, 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 shame. James Harden is a nondescript, passive distributor who now shrinks in big spots. That just means he's a lazier, larger form of Ben Simmons. And that is the ultimate insult. 0 of 2 from the field in the second half. I don't know which nugget is worse. 0 makes or just 2 shots. I mean, come on. James Harden didn't attempt a free throw. James Harden didn't attempt a free throw. He just doesn't want it. Game 4 was a blip. Everything else was a trend. What a sad sack postseason after he begged his way out of both Brooklyn and Houston. Doc Rivers, are you kidding me? Doc Rivers. Enough is enough is enough. The post-game news conference, the losers lament. Oh, we weren't good enough. Doc Rivers, no one picked us to be anywhere. Oh, cry more, Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers mic'd up on the broadcast last night, begging his team to try and care. Just care. Doc Rivers ranting to reporters post-game when pressed about his job security. Write what you want. Say what you want. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Doc Rivers is a playoff choker. Has been forever. You cannot exist with Doc Rivers. He must be fired. I know today Daryl Morey said Doc is coming back. I don't believe it because he's terrible. What matters the most? Let him go to Lakers. I feel so terrible for Joel Embiid. Cares so much about winning a title for Philly. Doc Rivers and James Harden let him down, just like they always let everyone down. All Luka wanted to do is win to keep the season going, and in the process, he embarrassed the Phoenix Suns. Two important headlines from the Mavericks forcing Game 7 in Phoenix. Luka is sensational. The Suns were simply pathetic. Doncic is just a superb, next-level genius ball player. Top 5 in the NBA, and 5 might even be a stretch. He's carrying this flawed Mavericks team to new heights, and what he's done in this series, special. And he's not remotely done. The Mavericks humbled the Suns, let's be honest here, like the Grizz embarrassed the Warriors the other night. It was truly that ugly. Devin Booker was stunningly terrible. Chris Paul failed again in a big spot. Post-game, Monty Williams lamented the effort. How do you not have efforts in a Game 6 on the road with a chance to close out your opponent? Shameful. I picked Dallas to win last night. I picked the Suns to win it in 7. I'll stay with it, but I certainly don't feel good about it. Chris Paul's history of failure in big spots is rather alarming. And look, while he has nothing around him, Luka Doncic's ability to take this series 7 games as a one-man band, it is simply phenomenal, meaning the Mavericks have a great chance of winning Game 7. NFL VP of Broadcast Planning Mike North was just simply outstanding on my SiriusXM radio show today, and I love that. Make Week 1 a show. I mean, this Week 1 schedule in the National Football League, it's off the charts. It's incredible, and I love that from Mike North. That's the mentality. If you get to number 1, what can you now do to stay number 1? Look, Steelers-Bengals is an unbelievable game. Patriots-Dolphins, unbelievable game. I love division games Week 1. Saints-Falcons, one of the nastiest rivalries, best rivalries in the entire league. Same with Chargers-Raiders. Same with a Vikings-Packers matchup. I mean, it's just incredible when you take a look at what the league is doing for week number 1. And then, of course, you have on Sunday Night Football, Tom Brady going up against the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. I mean, that is going to be absolutely incredible in terms of viewership. It's going to be off the charts. The greatest brand in all of football, America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, going up against Tom Brady, the greatest of all time, the most popular player in the history of the NFL. I mean, that is a go for the jugular layup. And Mike Norris said to me, when we put that kind of game on Sunday Night Football for the first week, it's, hey, we're asking you, start on a Thursday, watch all day on a Sunday. We're going to give you a game that's worth staying up for on Sunday night. And listen, the primetime schedule is off the charts. And I love what the league did here. And I listed for you my top 9 primetime games because they are very compelling. I mean, even that Colts-Cowboys game, why it made the list, you know, A, I think both teams are making the playoffs. B, it's Matt Ryan going up against Dan Quinn. Ravens-Bengals, that's going to be amazing. Josh Allen going up against Aaron Rodgers, yes, please. Chargers-Chiefs, Mahomes and Herbert, that's amazing. And listen, you have Tom Brady, and you have obviously a situation where he's going up against Patrick Mahomes. Rematch, of course, of the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. That is as spicy as it gets. And the CBS schedule is off the charts. The CBS featured games are just awesome. The Bills on Thanksgiving and then Christmas. And this is awesome. And I talked to Mike North about this. You know, the fact that you have the Rams at home on Christmas when the Lakers are going to be playing, that's incredible. And these featured games on CBS, I mean, it's just amazing. The Bengals obviously are all over it. The Chiefs are all over it. The Bills are all over it. We're going to have the Packers on CBS. We're going to have that Cowboys-Bengals game is awesome. And how about the game of the year on CBS with the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs? And that really is the game of the year, without question. Because you think back, and North said it, to the greatest playoff game ever? Yeah, they're going to match up again instantly coming up this season. That is just absolutely phenomenal for us on the NFL on CBS. This schedule has me all sorts of fired up. And speaking of being all sorts of fired up, Jimmy Butler was just that after Miami's win over the 76ers last night, and he took a nice dig at the Philly organization after the game. Funny because it's true, unless you're a Philly fan. Tobias Harris over me! Are you kidding me? I mean, they paid Tobias Harris, gave him a big deal instead of bringing Jimmy Butler back in 2019, and Jimmy was angry. Jimmy's right. Jimmy got his revenge last night as I channel my inner Seinfeld right there. And Jimmy was getting bucket after bucket. He even said to George Sedano on ESPN last night after the game, he loves Joel Embiid. He loved being in Philly. Would have loved to be there, but it's an all-time gaffe at the end of the day in terms of paying Harris and paying Ben Simmons. And congrats to Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. They earned it. It's got to get this off my chest. Put up or shut up time for the Celtics. Boston better bring their best in Game 6 in Milwaukee tonight. And listen, I'm taking the Celtics. And there is no excuse. The task is daunting. It's Giannis in Milwaukee, and the Bucks mentality is going to be, don't get on that plane to Boston for Game 7. I have to believe that Boston, which has battled adversity all year and saved its best for when it mattered the most, I have to believe that Game 5 was just rock bottom of everything. When they were up 14, thought it was an automatic dub. Up 6, 2:12 to go after the Al Horford dunk, thought it was an automatic win. It wasn't. They choked. Credit Milwaukee and Giannis and Drew Holiday. Season literally on the brink tonight. No excuse. Get it done. And based upon the history and precedent of this season, Ime Udoka's team will get it done. Hey, we're talking about, at the end of the day, a Celtics team that has real championship aspirations. I know it's going to be tough beating the champs in Milwaukee. I don't care. Do it. And I think they will.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.